my friend, and welcome back. My name is Hannah, and today I want to talk about my monthly purchases. There will be some final thoughts and opinions on some items as well. I don't know, I forget what I call these videos. I'll have to go back in time and copy and paste. Anyway, if you're curious about what I'm wearing on my face, what I mentioned in this video, what I'm doing in other pockets of the internet, I always have links down below. We are in May currently, so these are all of my April purchases. I don't think I did too crazy, I don't know. I have my Sephora sale, I have some things from Melt, and some things from Unearthly Cosmetics, and then just some random things. So let's start with the Sephora sale items because I never really made a video about what I bought. But I did make some returns on my actual purchase. I did purchase 5 items in total, and I did return 2 of them. So I purchased the all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay. It was a setting spray that I remembered people really loving, and I don't know, I have setting sprays that I use for my shadows, and then I have setting sprays that I like to emulsify my face, kind of set my powders and things in. But I'm very particular on what kind of setting spray I like. I've purchased so many setting sprays actually that I will have a whole separate video for that probably coming in the next few weeks, just so I can give you some of the reviews of the things that I have been trying and liking. But I was using the Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray and I just didn't like it. And I already knew that I was going to return the foundation that I purchased. I did purchase the Charlotte Tilbury, is it the Flawless Skin? I think, I don't know, it was the newest foundation that they just dropped, their skin tint, if you will. And I got the shade 8 Neutral, I think. I don't know, I'll have it listed here, whatever shade I got. But it made my skin so aged. It brought out texture and pores that I normally don't have. And my makeup currently, I haven't washed my face since I got home from work. This is my makeup that I wore to work. 8 hours plus, probably going on I don't know, 9-10 hours kind of thing. And my Fenty Eavesdrop looks really nice. Did I have to touch it up with some powder in my T-zone? Yes, but I mean, that's not here nor there. For the price that I paid for that Charlotte Tilbury product, I would expect it to perform even better than this. And that's not what I got. And it has this coconut ingredient in there, and I just don't think my skin likes coconut, because my skin it broke out, not crazy breakouts, but I could see it, I don't know, you guys probably saw it, and I try to hide it with freckles. I got weird breakouts right here on my face. I normally don't get breakouts here. If I'm getting breakouts here, it's because of product that I'm using. It's never just my skin freaking out. And I already knew I was going to return it, so I said I might as well just return the setting spray as well, because I'm not very happy with it. But let's talk about the things that I did keep and that I was very happy to have in my collection, starting with the Patrick Ta Brow Gel. I can't suggest this product enough. It's 10 out of 10, would recommend, love it. I will repurchase this item continuously. I did pick it up on suggestion from Angie, and I mean, if you're new to my channel, Angie has her and I have very similar interests in how we want our makeup to perform. I don't want to say we have the same makeup aesthetic, because she's obviously way more talented and skilled in applying makeup than I am. But a lot of the looks that she does are looks that I would love to wear on my own face, that I practice when I'm not on camera, and then cry because it looks not good at all. She's so talented. Her eye for color wheels, awesome. But she also has an eye for products that perform really well. At least to my liking anyway. And for me, I have straight heavy lashes, and I feel your brow hair somehow is I don't know, an offspring of your lash hair, because my hairs kind of perform in the same way. My brows will get very heavy. I have been using the NYX Control Freak. I like this a lot, but this isn't going to hold my brows all day the way this one does. So if I'm doing date night, filming, going to work, that kind of thing, I have a whole day ahead of me and I need my makeup to last, I'm gonna go for this. If I just need my makeup to last my 8-hour shift and then I go home and wash my face and live a normal life, this one. But this is really, really nice. I couldn't recommend it more. I just like that the brush can really get in there and hold the hair in the product. Like if you'd use too much, it can get kind of flaky and like weird. But like really, I've gotten so good at it that it's just like 1, 2, 3, and then maybe kind of fluffing my brows up in the front, and I'm done. And then I can put like my powder and my brow pen, whatever, on top of it. It looks really nice. I did purchase the Natasha Denona Pastel palette, and I almost took this out of my cart but before I made my final purchase. And if you watched my Sephora video, I was on the fence about this palette. I had said that I had taken it in and out of my palette, or my box, or my basket. What am I trying to say? My cart? There you go. A number of times. And I'm happy that I didn't, but I don't think this is the best pastel palette. Hear me out. For beginners. This palette really shows me where my makeup skill is in comparison to how I use other eyeshadow palettes. I don't think Natasha Denona has a bad formula. Reviews for this were mixed. So you had people like Teresa is Dead saying that for the price, these shadows are like not very well performing. They're kind of whatever over it. Like purchase a different pastel palette, one maybe that's way more affordable than this because this isn't worth the price. And then you had people like Angie saying that they really liked it, but they wanted it more as a companion palette. And then you have people like Nikki Ravindal who like does this beautiful looks. Like her video, like I've rewatched it so many times just trying to recreate them with this palette. She's so talented. But there is a little bit of a learning curve to this palette. So the formula isn't bad, but the way that you would apply the shadows, again, just really makes you notice how good of your skill set is. But I'm someone that likes makeup that pushes me to learn makeup. I've been diving deep into like color theory and application and things like that, and I couldn't remember the last time I got like so excited about something and like me really wanting to learn how to do something in such a long time. I'm very much on like, hey, I'm gonna sit and watch 400 tutorials and try to recreate it to really master it, because you don't get good unless you practice. That's it. You can't just not do makeup, pick up this palette and be like, oh my gosh, look at my cute little pastel look. It's not gonna work that way. You kind of have to know what you're doing with eyeshadows. And I love the Natasha Denona Retro palette. I think that palette is for any skill set. You can be brand new to makeup, you can be very advanced in makeup like a professional makeup artist, and anywhere in between, and create beautiful looks seamlessly. Like it's so hard to make a bad look with the Retro palette. And this is a little bit different, and I just think that the people who don't really enjoy it as much maybe aren't as skilled in pastels. But I have heard people say that they wish that they knew that the Nomad Cosmetics palette, their Tickets to Paradise, wait, I hold up too. Their Tickets to Paradise palette, because that one, apparently those pastels in that palette and the colors are just like really, really awesome. I personally don't own that palette, so I couldn't give that comparison. But I do know that that palette isn't as expensive as this one. So if you're like me and you're not like at an Angie or Nikki level, and maybe you're the opposite of me and you don't want to like really like hone in your makeup skills, I would pass on this one. And then the last item I purchased in the Sephora order was the Glow Recipe Strawberry Smooth BHA plus AHA Salicylic Serum. I love this. This is so nice. However, the packaging does come in that thicker kind of glass, and it is only 1 fluid ounce. That's like as big as a foundation. But I will say, I don't believe this is something that you're supposed to be using every night, like at all. I think it's more of like a spot treatment, like not spot, but like you use it maybe like once or twice in a week kind of thing. So for me, I do double cleanse. I have a balm and then like a cleanser after it. And on days where like I wear like a full face to work and then I'm filming and doing things like that, like wearing makeup for 8+ hours in the day, I like to use a salicylic acid face wash to kind of make sure that my pores are taken care of, or else I will get a breakout. But most of the time, if I'm not wearing makeup, like I'll go into work bare face, and there's days where I'm just editing videos, I'm not filming, so I'm not really worried about putting on makeup. I can just use the gentle face wash that I have, and then I can use this on those days to still get that salicylic acid benefit, but without having to like really strip my skin of its natural oils and things like that. It's really nice. It is scented. I would say if you have sensitive skin, I don't think you could use this, but I think if you have sensitive skin, you probably already know a lot of the Glow recipe products aren't for you. The scent isn't like particularly strong. It just kind of smells a little bit like ingredients and like a small like dash of like a pseudo strawberry kind of thing. But otherwise, I've been using it for a month. It's been really nice on my face. I really enjoy it. But like I said, I maybe use it like once or twice in the week. I did purchase the 2 Melt Gemini palettes. This came out on the same day that my Sephora sale went live. And I got my order, like I got my Melt Cosmetics order way before I got my Sephora order, but that's neither here nor there. They re-released and reformulated their original Gemini palette, and then they came out with the Gemini 2. So let's start with the Gemini palette, because if you watched my video, I have the original, like the original Gemini palette, and I did swatch it next to this one. I'm thinking this is what happened. I think they started reformulating the Gemini formula, but by the time, because it takes a while for a palette to like come, into the world, like to be a final product. And I think just at that time, there's no way that you could really refund someone for a palette. Like people were either gonna refund it when they purchased it or keep it or toss it, whatever. And me as a consumer, I think I would be kind of annoyed if like I bought an eyeshadow palette and then 6 months later they're like, oh hey, we have a reformulated version. Because if they gave me this new reformulated version, like send in your old palette to get this new one, that makes more sense to me. But that's not what they did. So I think they were waiting for like the last of their like shipment that they had sent out, or like pack whatever, to expire, so then they can re-release it. And I think it's nice. Like I think it performs similarly to the Gemini palette. I didn't have one of those weird like puffy palettes, because there was some controversy with it where people's like shadows were more or less exploding. I didn't have that problem with my palette, although my actual Gemini shade was pretty garbage. Like I couldn't even pick it up with the brush. I do notice a little bit of similarities with this. Like I don't think the shimmers in this Gemini palette are like my favorite kind of like metallic shimmery shade, but I mean you can still get it, at least you can get it on your brush and then like spray it and apply, and it's fine. I couldn't do that with my original palette. The Gemini 2 is, if they didn't re-release the Gemini palette and only release the Gemini 2, I wouldn't be mad. I actually really enjoy this palette a lot. I did do a comparison to the She's in Parties palette. The She's in Parties palette is more true purple leaning, where this one is a true like pink magenta kind of leaning. This is a pink and green palette, and I do think that it's interesting that it is a pink and green palette. I feel like pink and green combos right now are like really on trend. We saw it in the Hella palette. We saw it in the Flower Punk palette that came out last year. But then I don't know, does the Flower Punk palette, because it came out first, like inspire the other palettes that were released? But this one, it is so pretty. Like you can do really sweet daytime looks, but then you can also do like sultry, I'm a succubus and a hentai kind of look, and it's really pretty. I know people were kind of hit or miss about the metallics in this one as well, but I think they're just similar to the She's in Parties metallics. I think if you really enjoyed the She's in Parties palette, I think you would enjoy the Gemini 2 palette. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Did you have the original Gemini palette? And how do you feel about the new one being re-released? I would like to hear your thoughts. I did also make a purchase from Unearthly Cosmetics. I did get 2 sets of lashes. I can't find the box anywhere, probably because they're holding my lashes. But I do enjoy the lashes from Unearthly Cosmetics. Lashes are a weird thing, right? Because makeup brands can release them, but they could be like absolutely terrible. These are really soft and like you really can get them to shape to your eye. I didn't trim mine. I don't know. I feel like I'm bad at trimming eyelashes and I get nervous because I don't want to destroy them. But then, I don't know, you're already gluing hair on, so I guess like whatever you chop off, you could just glue on. I don't know. Anyway, they were really pretty. Obviously, false lashes are going to look like false lashes. Like, I don't know. I don't see like long, beautiful anime lashes and think, oh my God, that person was born like that. But that's okay. They're just really pretty. I don't think that they're overly dramatic. Like, I don't want to say they look natural, but I mean, if you just wanted some like a little oomph to your lash, those are the perfect lashes. I did pick up some of the items from the sleepover collection, and like, I don't know, is this gonna be blurry as hell? Probably. I love the art on the packaging. There's an artist from Russia, I believe, that I've been following on Instagram for like, I don't know, since as long as Instagram's been out, since like 2010, I think, 2009. I really enjoyed the art on this packaging. And I didn't purchase the eyeshadow palette because I realized that I was more interested in the art of the palette than the actual shades in the palette. The actual shades are super gorgeous, but like I said, I am a big fan of pink eyeshadow palettes and I love berry tones, and I kind of already have those shades across like other palettes. I wish it was more of just like a magnetic palette and then I can just have the palette. I would like that. Anyway, let's talk about the lip gloss, because the lip gloss, I think a lot of people hated on it, but I don't think it's one of those glosses you use in a traditional sense. So I don't think it's meant to be swiped across the entire lip. I think you're supposed to kind of pat it in place and then there you go. I wouldn't toss this in my work bag because it doesn't moisturize, and you know, like, it is kind of tacky. But I do love it when I'm doing photos, when I'm doing a date night, when I want to feel a little like, I don't know, done up. I love it for that. But again, I'm just pressing it into my lip. It does have a little bit of like a vanilla cakey kind of smell, which is really nice. Again, just don't swipe it over your entire lip, and I think you will love the results that you get. Let's talk about the highlighter. This highlighter has been the only highlighter I pretty much used all month, and it's gorgeous. They just released their single blushes and highlights on their website. I don't know if this is like a limited edition shade or if this is a part of their permanent line. This is a really pretty highlight. Again, I like the pink highlights. I do. A pink highlight, I'm gonna have all of them. If you were to look at my entire highlight collection, most of it is a pink highlight. I just really enjoy it. Also have the Charmed blush, which is like this bright pink blush, and like I'm not into pink blushes. I'm not. I really like more orangey, browny kind of tones, mauve tones. I love this blush. It is so pretty. It is so good. I would prefer this one over the Mono blush from Claytos. I would skip on purchasing that pink one and get this one. This one is so nice. Again, I don't know if this is like a blush in their permanent line, but it's so pretty. I love this pink. Watch any of my previous videos. I think even when I was doing my melt video, I think this was the blush I was wearing. It's just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. And then I made some fun purchases. I have been on the hunt for a colored eyeliner. I can't have kohl liner because it bleeds in my eye. I don't know. It just doesn't stay there. I am not so much of a fan of like the pot liners. I don't know. I don't ever really reach for them. They end up going like bad before I even like get even like a little bit into the like pan itself. But I love having a color in my waterline, and I have one of the eyeliners from Marc Jacobs that I really like. It's really soft and easy to put in the eye. And I do have other eyeliners that I do enjoy, but here's the thing. They're like brown and black. And when I tried to find like colored eyeliners, I couldn't. Sure, you can get them off ColourPop, but like some of the ColourPop liners are like really awesome, and then a lot of them are just kind of like, why is this even a product? And And then some of them are like sharpenable, and then the others are like retractable, so it's not really consistent. And I just Googled colored eyeliner, and I'm amazed by some of the things that I find sometimes and how I find them, because I don't know if other people have the same experience. Like, I don't know, people use the internet in different ways, but I feel like this is really basic internet use. I found this brand called Amore Us USA. It's like really affordable. Each of these eyeliners is only a few dollars, so I was gonna get all of them. I didn't get the entire collection, but I'm just about to go back and like buy the ones that I didn't pick up. So I got this blue one, which is really pretty. I know Angie really likes that shade Prance from ColourPop. If you like that kind of like blue that she uses, I would highly suggest this. It's not a soft gel, like you do kind of have to like warm it up a little bit, like, because sometimes I found that it was a little bit too hard in my like eye. But it's so pretty and it lasts all day. Like, I'm wearing one of the shades right now and it's lasted me my entire 8-hour shift. This one is a shade that I'm wearing in my eye right now. It's more of like this, like, I don't know, hot pink. They do have a yellow and a lime shade. I have been using and abusing these two the most because, again, I'm obsessed with pink and greens right now. And there's this softer, lighter pink that I really enjoy. And then there's this deeper blue. This one, the lighter blue, is more like Prance. This one is just like a different kind of like blue, like a Watto blue, if you will. So pretty. Love these. Again, the brand is like, I've never heard of this brand before, but I'm sure that there is a makeup channel that like covers affordable makeup in the same way that there's channels that only cover like high-end makeup and whatever. And maybe I'm like talking about a brand you are like well aware of and you're like, oh, Hannah, like I bought my first eyeliner or whatever from them. I didn't know this existed, and I'm so happy. I think that they're great. Again, they can be a little bit hard, but you just kind of have to like, again, just work it a little bit. And then once you get, like, it doesn't take long. I just go 1, 2 on the back of my hand and then take it to my eye. And that's everything that I bought in the month of April. I'm pretty happy with my purchases. Like, I'm pretty proud of myself. I thought I was going to go crazy with the Sephora sale, and there have been some things that have come out since then that I'm like, oh man, I wish I had picked this up in the Sephora sale, but now I got to pay full price. It's okay, there'll be another one. But I don't know, I'm really happy with my purchases. I think the things that I bought this month, like some things like the Melt palettes were like, oh, this is like a treat. And then some things were like, no, I kind of need this in my collection, like the eyeliners. So I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Did you return anything from your Sephora sale, or were you pretty happy with it? I don't know. Do you also like colored eyeliners? Like where do you buy your eyeliners? Because I feel like brands only release like dark blue, brown, black, and then like maybe like a red burgundy kind of shade, and then like that's it. And then it's like, where's the other tones? Where's the other shades? I want color. But if you've liked hanging out with me today and talking about the makeup that I bought in this past month, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. I'm trying my best to post at least 3 videos in the week. I would like to get back up to 5. We'll see. I don't know. My work really like stresses me out. I hate it there. But I don't want to focus on that. I want to get back into the rhythm of making videos because I enjoy it. So if you would like to join me, again, subscribe. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.